So I find that when I have to drill a hole in a pin like this one right here, the corner piece of this anvil, they call this your striking anvil, and then this is your regular portion of your anvil, and this is the striking part because this is a softer steel here. I find right there in that little corner spot, it's a perfect spot to put so that you can get a center punch mark in one of these center pins right here. Anytime you've got to drill a hole or something in a pin, it helps a lot to have a center punch in that pin, especially the smaller the pin, because if you don't get a center punch inside there, then you're really going to have trouble getting that bit to get started. Of course, that's the case in anything, but really on a round surface. I've actually taken a center punch and center punched a welding rod one time, a very small center punch. One of these, it's not actually a center punch, this is actually for finding a hole, for finding the right size of a hole, but in a bind you can use it. So I used that to punch a welding rod, and actually got a hole right through that welding rod because I needed it for a specific purpose. But if you'll take and put it right there in that corner, then you can get you a good little center punch just right. Now the only thing is I didn't get my exact length, my exact rotation here, which it won't matter. Like these two are exactly parallel, but they won't matter for what I'm doing. So an eyeball will be close enough. I can just feel where that one is and judge where the angle is, and then try to get about the same angle. And then of course when I put it into my clamp and drill my hole, that'll do it right. You always want to do just a very light hit first, especially on something that's got a lot of movement. And then usually 2 hits, so one light one and then one harder one. But when I'm doing something like this, like a pin, this pin material is actually a harder material, so it takes a little bit longer. But also being round, I'm being more careful. So I'm actually going to go more like 4 hits. I'm going to get gradually harder and harder and get that divot deeper and deeper. But typically 2 hits is all you usually have to do with a center punch. But this works quite well to just do that. So the next step for me would be to just drill these holes. I'm making this for the pin on the drawbar on my tractor actually messed up. So just had to make me a new one.